fights, so we're just going to break down from that night he became world champion almost 4 years ago. There wasn't much interview footage for the pre-bout, but Jose Pedraza went in confident as ever that he'd beat Tank on that night, but when it came down to the fight, the prospect in Tank Davis seemed to have the power and speed to put on a pretty one-sided beatdown.
Nice combination put together by Davis.
To later stop Jose in the 7th with a heavy right hand.
Vicious right hand! Pedraza goes down! And he's put away. All the power to the attached to the shot are coming from Davis. At this point, there's the big left hand. And he's going looking for it now. And he's trying to finish it here. And he's punching down with the left hand.
I believe I've got to be given more of a chance. I don't know, maybe people might be laughing and saying I'm a...
About that one, guys. Not long after Tank featured on the Mayweather-McGregor undercard against another opponent who was said to be better on paper and one that could cause him a rough night.
That to please support, and that he's going to do his best to give Costa Rica their first absolute world champion.
After 8 long rounds, not showing much in the way of performance, Davis pulled it out of the bag in the late half of the fight, doing what he does best, and ending the fight in a bang.
Fonseca. Ruling it a knockdown.
Ending in controversy, Fonseca's will to get up ended that night, but in recent interviews, he still talks about a rematch.
Gervonta Davis.
Stepping up to the plate, Jesus Seller Cuellar was next in line for Davis, and one that had the potential to be another problem for Tank.
He's a boxer, but just like any other fighter, you know, he has his strength and he has his weakness. We're going to come out and execute that game plan and be aggressive as he's always been, but at the same time show a little more.
Though confident he had the game plan to beat Davis, Cuellar lacked all the things Davis had, and after receiving several body shots over the first few rounds, Davis put an end to his suffering.
Yeah, right hooks to the body, and Cuellar down to a knee again. Second time in the fight. What a combination. Left uppercut, and down goes Cuellar for the 3rd time. Referee Benji Esteves calls. And splitting the guard of Ruiz. There's a combination by Davis, culminating with the right hook, and down goes Ruiz. 21-0 with 20 knockouts.
After the devastating loss, this is what Gamboa, another veteran of boxing, and also, without a doubt, Gamboa's experience caused him to have little to no concern about any of the pre-fight talk to faze him one bit. And whether he had a chin or not, he was coming to win. But to no surprise, with Tank putting on a sloppy performance in the first half, he managed to get through, and following the usual pattern of intent, Davis caught up with him in the latter, putting his lights out in the very last round with one hell of an upper, and Leo Santa Cruz was definitely one to add to the collection, as Leo brought the heat from the very beginning, meaning Davis didn't get much time to relax. Though Leo had all the tools, he didn't seem to get the respect of Gervonta after Davis managed to walk through everything he threw at him, right up until he landed what could have easily been the knockout of the year.
Gervonta Tank Davis on Halloween night delivers the monster smash.
Like he was beating me like...
Not one on our list, his clash with Mario Barrios pulled out all the stops and was one that easily drew anticipation after it was a risky move after all.
Find out, what it's like to be in the ring and Las Vegas. And Randy Priest said, they have big plans for him, and I fully intend, on fucking up those plans from Saturday.
Confident that his size would play a huge advantage against Davis, Barrios went into the bout confident, but when he felt the power in early rounds, it was clear he didn't want to trade it up too much with Baltimore's bangers. But after managing to nick a bunch of the early rounds, and Tank knowing that he was now behind on the cards, he soon came out of his shell, getting multiple knockdowns to end the show in the 11th.